Hey everybody, what's up? Turkey got pounded. I'm sure y'all probably caught on and heard. And this is just an example. I have it set to show everything at 2.5 and above, just so you can see exactly how many they did get. And then we have the biggie, another 7-pointer, 7.2, Sunday, 23rd. And then they had a 6, and that was Sunday, the 23rd, 5-1, 23rd, 5-6, 23rd, 5-6, and you just get barraged with 4s, just, all over the place. 4-8, 4-9, 4-3, 4-6, so not sure exactly why Turkey was pinpointed of all the places that it could have hit with a big swarm like that. Well, that's just kind of a little different of an area to be seeing something like that. We're not used to seeing that. At least not lately, we're not. So we'll keep our eyes open. Pray for the people in that region. You can see all the different Middle East countries that lie over in there. Another little tidbit of information is Turkey is a major regional power over there. Their locations, the crossroads of Europe and Asia, make it a country of significant geostrategic importance. So Turkey is of importance over there, militarily and strategically. Let's go ahead and pull around. And I've already looked, and there hasn't been a whole lot going on, so to speak. And we'll go ahead and just set it for 5 pointers, and then we'll scan around, and that'll be what we've got. And we'll go ahead and check it just for the last 24 hours, because we're pretty well caught up on what's going on in the last week. And there's no 5 pointers here. And Chile looks pretty clear. Bolivia, Colombia, Brazil. However, we do see some activity right here. The 5.8, the Fox Islands, the Aleutian Islands, Alaska, 10:24 p.m. Monday, October 24th. And out of this 5.8, you also got a tsunami warning. This region over here doesn't show. We go down a little farther south, it I believe it does. Japan doesn't show to have 5-pointer. We have a little bit of activity down here. 5, Kermadec Islands region, Monday, October 24th. I believe other than that, we're not going to find a whole lot more going on. And come back up here. Make sure we've looked at Europe real good. I believe that's all we're going to find. Pretty much for the moment. So, there's another interesting video that was about, and all I can say is it's in your perspective of how you're viewing it. If a picture is taken from inside through a window, I don't think you've got very much chance of getting a good picture. So that would be a glare. And then even outside, it could be a glare. But just like the other one that was on the right, when you looked up right of the sun, this one being on the left looked a little different. Looked pretty cool actually. But you know, it's in your vantage point. So, you know, here would be Saturn like right of the sun, like the other video. And now you would be left of the sun, so you have two objects, Mercury or Venus. You can take your pick depending on what time it was and where was your location, etc. All the different things. But that's what I can say, it's in your vantage point. You know, and you have to rule these out first. You know, the ones that you know that are up there, that it could possibly be that you can see, and then go from there. But there is a awful lot of stuff up there. As far as comets, like I said, you know, you can see an example right here. That being 1P Halley. And then you can see the spaghetti. You know, the bird's nest, so to speak. Like a fisherman would say about his reel. That's what it looks like. All their orbits, trajectories. And that's not even all of them. They don't have all of them plotted in here where we're at on Skyview, but it's just a nice little tool for you. And you can come and put all the asteroids in, and wow, you can see how it looks like they're really wound around. Kind of different, huh? So there's a lot of stuff. Whole lot of stuff flying around everywhere. And then there we are, of course, in the melee of the whole thing. So, let's take a look at something here. I went out to get, I was going to upgrade my memory, my RAM, and I came out from buying some, and I just got in the pickup, and I've been seeing the planes buzzing all day long, but I was kind of busy doing some yard work. I didn't really pay attention to them, but it sounded like they're flying really low and a lot, a lot more than what I'm used to. So anyhow, when I came out, it's dark, really dark, and they're flying real low, and so I had the camera with me. So I went ahead and popped a video, and there's a cursor of one of them right here, and we'll watch a couple of, or 2 or 3 little clips I got. And the base is back here. In nighttime, I haven't been seeing them get after it like this, but what they're doing is of course this goes for miles, but right now they're doing weird stuff like flying out here and then coming out and just flying about halfway and then just curling around a hard bank and then just gunning it and jetting right back. So we'll go ahead and check out a couple of pieces here, and then you can see what I'm talking about. See, there he is. And it looks like he's gonna just fly and keep going like normal, like you would expect, fly a little distance. And then all of a sudden he just decides to hard bank it, and then the lights come on real bright, and he gets substantially bigger in your vantage point, your viewpoint I mean, and then he floors it, and then he just jets right back to the base, or somewhere. I'm assuming he's going back to make a fast landing. And then there was another one, I think it was about the 3-minute mark, somewhere around here. Oh, there he is. See, there's this one here, and he comes too, and he looks like he's gonna be a little more normal. He's going out farther, and he looks like he's gonna fly, like over my house, like they usually do. You have to go farther from where this is at. You have to go probably 2 or 3 miles to the east. And so I turned the camera this way and began to wait for another big one because I could hear him. And then all of a sudden he floored it. He had turned around back there, got a little farther away and floored it. Now he's gunning it. And he's blasting back to the base for some kind of a, fast type turnaround landing. And then you see these are mixed in with training planes during the day, which I see a lot of prop. But now these are apparently jets they're doing tonight. And this is the quick one here. I'm going to try to stop this. I don't know if I can. It's so fast. I barely got it clicked in time. No, I didn't get it. But this guy, it's like you couldn't. They're going really fast. There you can barely see him, and you hear it, and then you look up, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're there. And these were flying really low. I'm at home now. I done made my mind up back there at Staples, but when I get home, I'm going to stand there and I'm going to get a picture or something of one of these guys. And so he went by really quick, and that's all I could really get for that one. And that one there's one. He came in right before I left. And that's one of the big jets that you could hear the roar, but you couldn't see where it was at. And then all of a sudden, bam, there were red, blue, white lights everywhere. And I don't know what the altitude was or what the required altitude is, but man, they were coming really low. So I don't know what's up with that, but they were doing something a little different tonight than what I've been used to seeing from them and hearing from them. So let's do one other little thing while we're at it. And we have a date coming up in September, or excuse me, I'm still thinking about September and the alignment that didn't occur, or the alignment occurred but no result from it. But we have a date in November for 2005 YU55. Now I will back it up a little bit and see where was the last time we could see this thing from where I'm at. Oop. We're going to go ahead and go forward. I decided I'd rather go forward and see when. Well, there we go. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and, well, that would be on the 24th, but we're going to go ahead and go forward in time. Okay, right there. There's your Venus, to the left of the sun. And there's 2005 YU55. Well, there you go. That would be at 1837 of 1024. And that's what it gives for that. Oh, well. There we have our little animation, don't we? But anyhow, that's the location of it. We'll see. I think we're going to be clear of it, but I think we're probably going to be able to see it. Yeah, if I had to take a guess, I'm going to lean towards we're going to see it, but I think we'll be alright. I think it's going to be something that we've never seen before, maybe quite like it. At least I haven't. I don't know about anybody else, but so that's what I had to show everyone. Turkey got pretty well peppered with a 7, and then the following 6, and everything after that. So we have had a couple of 7s within not that many days apart. We'll have to keep our eyes open. It doesn't appear to be a big giant breakout of them all over the place, but we'll see what's going on. And everything as far as comet element, what I've been looking, finding, and thinking about, it looks like it's nothing anymore. It's just been broken up. CME'd or other means. It appears to be no more. Not getting any real pictures of it. You know, it's talked about as being a cloud. You know, so we're going to be going through the trail of it, and we'll see what happens. We were going to be going through the trail of it anyway, but based upon what has not occurred, we should probably roll right through. You know, Comet Ellen is now unfindable apparently on some pictures, and some pictures have oddities in it that you wonder if it's it or not. So we'll have to find out. The 28th is coming up. I don't feel that's the end of the world. And the Mayan prophecy, some people confuse rolling it into the end of the world when it's not about the end of the world. It's about great change, you know, a changeover. And according to them, their way, things get better in the changeover. But there's rough spots along the way. You know, different things going on that are not good. And then I believe they have the return of their God. I believe. So, that's a full plate. Everybody's waiting for something. They're waiting for their guy. Islam waits for their guy. The Buddhists. The Christians. And they all have some things in common with their prophecies. Different kinds of catastrophe. Things that are not good. So, we keep our eyes open. We keep watching Israel. They are a true key on the ground. Everything revolves around them. And sometimes we want to get a little ahead of that, and we get reminded that you don't get ahead of that or things don't work. God's timeline comes number one, and everything has to fit into it. It is not adaptable. That timeline is not changeable. Ones that we see with the events that are occurring, the other prophecies and such, those timelines we try to work with and see if they will fit with that one. So far they're all close. I don't know if we'll ever fit it into that one. Honestly, I doubt it. I think we're probably just getting a pretty good window of time. But when you're talking about that kind of time, I don't think we'll be able to jam it down into a week or something like that. I think we're probably getting like 90 days is a pretty close window. So I pray for everyone. Hope everybody's doing okay. I took the last couple of days off work, so I got a little bit of extra time. I'll let everybody go. I'm going to scan around now and see what else is going on. Check up on a few other things. Oh yeah, the Wall Street sit-in. I think I mentioned that, and I'm going to say it again. I think I've already said something about it. But everybody remembers conspiracy theories. People that like Ventura. You remember when he went to Wall Street? And what did they tell him? Remember, I told you? I think I did. They told him to change the law. You know, that the law had to be changed or they were going to continue to keep doing what they were doing. Even though it might be lawful, it was morally and ethically underhanded and wrong and, you know, slimy kind of way to make a ton of money. But they were somehow within the law. And I remember that's what they were telling him. You know, change the law or we're going to keep doing it. So, I think I recognized that early on and thought, well, you know, it's good to let your opinion be known in a protest. You have that option to do that. But truly, the lawmakers and the captain of the ship, that's where they need to be. But the fact that they're not, well, that speaks for itself. Maybe that's why they're not there where they need to be, because maybe they're not supposed to be where they need to be. And I'll just leave it at that. Well, God bless every one of you, your dear friends. I appreciate everything. I'll bring you some new stuff if something comes up. Good night.